Hey there, welcome to another episode of Mundane Designs. I'm your host Mundane. This video is part of my, I don't know what to call it, series. And today we're going to be talking about games to play when you're sick. So not too long ago, I was sick. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Yeah, I know, right around Christmas and stuff. Was developing a pretty nasty sinus infection that was trying to move into my throat and, you know, just kind of ruin the holidays for me. So I decided that, you know, I remember when I was younger, there were times that I was sick and I played video games to essentially just distract myself from when I was sick. I remember playing Super Mario RPG when I had all 4 of my wisdom teeth pulled out at the same time. That was, it was interesting. But I wanted to go over like some of the things just to figure out or tell you guys and give you some hints on what to do when you're not feeling so great. You know, what games to go towards, what ones to try to avoid. And I guess we'll just start with some of the ones to avoid. I would avoid any of the Souls-like games, like you know, anything that's going to raise your blood pressure, like Dark Souls and stuff, and Bloodborne, and you know, anything where it's like, if you're sick and that affects your reaction time, that you're not going to have a good time. Find something, you know, relaxing and not too involved. Maybe revisit one of your games from your collection that you really remember fondly. I remember one time I played SSX Tricky for like 2 or 3 hours, and it put me in a really relaxing mood because I was really good at the game, and despite being sick, I was still fairly good at the game. Maybe a turn-based RPG or a strategy RPG, sometimes a puzzle game, any turn-based game like Mario Party or something like that. You know, any of your old favorites, anything that you need to grind levels on, like Final Fantasy II or something like that, where you just realize that you're not high enough level to get to the last boss, and you just need to wander around a little bit to grind out a couple of more levels. That way, when you're feeling better, you can come back and actually beat the game and enjoy it. Games like Minecraft on easy mode, golf, you know, like any golf games that are non-arcadey, you know, it's just try to take it easy. You know, Animal Crossing, was it Captain Toad, maybe Child of Light, Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, Death Stranding might be relaxing for some people, Disgaea series, Dragon's Crown just for grinding, you play it on an easier setting. Any of the Final Fantasy games, I've already mentioned Final Fantasy II, Golden Sun, Grandia, of course I'm going to mention Grandia, Luminous Arc series on the DS, Lufia, Mario RPG, Ogre Battle, you know, shoot, and the one that Scott's mentioned recently from Retro Rivals, you can do Unicorn Overlord. Those are auto battles, anything like that. Vampire Saviors also. Basically just any game that you could fall asleep and not wake up with a game over screen. That's essentially what we're aiming for here. Now, I know that being sick sucks and that it can add to your frustration, and that's what we're trying to not do, is let's just try not to add to the frustration. But that was it. Like, it was one of those things where I wanted to have a talk with you guys about just video games in general and how I was sick, but not really. I mean, I was sick, but it wasn't like stay home from work sick. But yeah, just you can use video games for so many things, like distracting yourself, connecting with friends, getting over certain things. They're even discovering now that if you sit someone down after a traumatic event and get them to play something like Tetris, they tend to develop coping mechanisms better, or at least healthier coping mechanisms. But again, this is just games that I wanted, an idea that I wanted to give you guys about games that you can play while you're sick, and things that you can do while you're sick and not have to sit in the bed or lay down in the bed and be miserable the whole time. But guys, in the comments down below, let me know what games that you've played while you were sick that helped you through it all. And that's it for this episode of Mondane Designs. I'm your host, Mondane, and I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. I have videos on the 1st and 15th of every month, and I look forward to sharing them with you. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.